Next, we have a meme coin, one of my favourite meme coins. We've got the meme coin BONK on the Solana network. So, as we usually do, so mark out the all-time high and come down and mark out the all-time low. So, mark these out. And then come through and find some levels. So what levels do we have? So we've got a level there. It's quite close to the one above, so I will leave this in to cover both. We have another level here. We've got a level above here. We've got this level here, which we can see this is a really strong level. There's one slightly below there, and that is all of the monthly levels. So draw these in. So monthly. Right, and so we will now move down into the weekly. So what do we have on the weekly? So interestingly, we can see this level. I will move that down slightly, and we see, yeah, captures quite a lot of interesting price action there. There's quite an interesting weekly level there that I will mark in. What do we have? We've got a weekly level here. We've got one slightly above. Do we have anything older? There's a weekly level here. And I'll put this one in just so I think we've got some things to aim at, and then a lot in the middle of this range, but I think we've probably got enough here to go off. And there's not really anything at the higher end. We see quite a lot of, sort of volatile price action. That's potentially an interesting area, but we see, yeah, scoops down. So how do we play this from here? So we see it's between this range here. You've actually, interestingly, I'm going to put that in because you've got another weekly level that it's currently bouncing off, and these could be quite interesting to trade. So I will, as usual, FRVP. So where does the volume sit on BONK? So where are we likely to see reactions? So we're likely to see some reaction here. We've got an area here of some action, and an area here. So yeah. So if we get rid of that, we can zoom in and where this looks on a lower time frame. So, ooh, yeah, really attractive chart. So we can see it's come down, retested this liquidity area, just hung above that monthly level, but that monthly level would have been a very interesting area to watch. We see it pushes up, and we see if I move that weekly up slightly, we can see, yeah, perfect bounce off. So this is actually a really interesting chart. I would say that this currently points to quite an interesting long opportunity. As we can see, we've got a big fair value gap here, and you've got clear as day resistance up at this weekly up here. Let's have a look at some volume on the lower time frame. So if we go across, so as we can see, yeah, so where would we potentially look at? So if I get this, we can see you've got a very interesting area there, potentially for a back test. I would say this top bit is quite interesting, just where the weekly is, and that won't show up. So yeah, just where this weekly is. And as you can see, if we gain this weekly level, there isn't a whole lot standing in front of this. I think if we push up, gain this weekly level, as you can see, it's acted as resistance, come down, we tested support, so I think this could run up, retest this weekly, and from there we either pull back and consolidate either around this weekly level here or further down to this one, push up. But I think once we gain this weekly level here, I think you've got a lot of upside. You'd then be looking at quite a violent run up to possibly around here, but into anywhere sort of into this box would be very interesting. And then from there we see there's not a huge amount standing between it.